Bottom six upgrades. So Joey Anderson recalled. Again, we don't really know what the lines are going to look at tonight. Optional skate this morning for the Leafs in anticipation of this game with the New York Rangers. But do you feel like the Leafs have been setting the table for an Engvall or a Kerfoot move at the deadline, just with how many guys they filtered in their bottom six? Bobby McMahon, McMahon, Holmberg, Zach Aston Reese, Kerfoot, Engvall, Kampf, Simmons, Dryden Hunt. I would throw into that conversation. There's been a lot of looks in the last like 2 months.
Yeah, big time. It's like hard to keep up with, and they're trying to find some chem with something. They're asking someone to step up and be a big deal. And I've been waiting for Kerfoot and Engvall to step up kind of all season. I want one of those guys to be one of those dominant third line player kind of things where you can rely on them for some pretty heavy secondary scoring. And I mean, you can't find a team that wins the Stanley Cup that doesn't have that. You got guys that really step up and play outside of their salary cap and their cap hit. And I mean, you need that to go deep in the playoffs, guys, to really outshine, what they're worth. And hence why it's so difficult to stay on top in this game's salary cap, because once a guy does that, he's gonna have to get paid, unless you got a guy really outshining on a long-term contract. I mean, you can milk that guy for a few years, but it seems like these guys really aren't stepping up yet. And if they can get some value for an Engvall or a Kerfoot or something, or even just bring someone else in to just get some depth on the final four, or on the bottom six. Sorry, it seems like they're lacking that. I mean, I know we'd like to have a stud D man, round out our defense a little bit more. We'd obviously love to see Morgan Riley kind of playing up to his potential a little bit better. But when I look at the bottom six, it would be nice to round something off with like a kind of a stud depth guy that can really help us out in the playoffs.